What is going on, good people? We are here again. Let's go ahead and get into it. You know how we do things around here. Gonna be a fun ride as always. HBV. Got a lot of HBV love in the chat. I'm seeing some Charlotte Royals up in here. I'm seeing some people that won't affect it too much, but I do like the turnout. Let's go ahead and get into it. The final game of week number 11 is here. I see my boy John Smith rooting on for Charlotte. I see Bobby Boucher, Earl Flint. I see my boy Madre up in here. Gina the Cleaner Buckley posting articles. Make sure you watch out for them articles. Ryan Davis obviously here. We can't have a stream without him. What's going on, homie? We are here, man. A potential United Bowl rematch coming up this season, and we've seen this matchup for the last 3 years a good amount of times, and I'm sure there's a few people that are annoyed at seeing it, but these are two of the top teams in the league for a reason. This is the closest to Civil War we'll probably get. I definitely agree. This is definitely a USFA Civil War. East Coast versus West Coast, representing them all. You know, like how Goku has like the spirit bomb and everybody on their own side wants Charlotte to win, to take them down, someone to take Huntington Beach down. But HBV's top dog for a reason. They've been playing very, very well. If only, like what he said, if only Brian was a douche, I could be a lot more mad at all this game. What we got here is a failure to communicate. Oh, that's tough. But it's going to be Huntington Beach at Charlotte in this one. We got everything rolling, ready to go for you. 10-0 versus 10-0. As some may say that he is. Yeah, I mean, he has his moments. I mean, I'm sure Preston has some choice words to say about him. I'm going to go ahead and get into the giveaway as well. I'm going to go on this side. Get that out the way, because once the game is rolling, we on and popping. I'm going to go ahead and put the thing up in there. I think we're going to see something crazy. I ain't going to lie to you, but shout out to everybody in the chat. I love each and every one of y'all, man. Let's shout out to y'all. Kind of stalling a little bit, but it's all good. Dots and Brother War. Yeah, that is definitely happening. Vic versus Preston. Two of the top dogs in their own respective positions going at it. Just definitely there. What else? What other ones we got? Doc Boone versus Caleb Howard. That's a fun ride. Hank Falco and Tyler Deathridge going up. As people saying, don't delay this ass any longer. Okay, I'm gonna do what Earl Flint says, because whatever he says goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that play a game button. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, folks. I think y'all are ready. I'm ready. All the good stuff. It looks like Huntington Beach is going to send this one away, and Charlotte's going to start us off with the football. We are underway. Let me flip over as we're going to see the return here. Going to take this one past the 25-yard line. We're going to set this thing up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it. Best of luck to both of these teams here. Got a 60-40 split. In regards to the prediction, here comes Doc Boone touching it for the first time. We're going to pick up 6. And I'm going to go ahead and do some real quick. Let me go ahead and disable preview on that side. Let me go ahead and do that right here. Let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Best of luck to HBV. Best of luck to Charlotte. Shout out to everybody doing their thug thizzle, as we're going to see the first pass of the day for Falco. Right side, it's open, and it's going to be a bucket. There goes number 8, also known as MJ Witten, picking up the first. And that's encouraging to see here. Will we see craziness? I'm sure we will. UFC 300 got me on one. That's tough. Mr. Tomlin Juicer and Montezuma Popocos. We're going to see a handoff, sheds off the tackle of T. Knight, and Doc Boone running very hard to pick up 4. Shotgun set here. Charlotte looking to get something moving here. Going to look for a man right side and going to be caught again by Witten for another first down play. It's going to make it 1st and 10. And T. Knight, he got his drip on. His first tackle attempt was no go. He's looking to try to turn up here for sure. 2 big catches here for number 8. And they're on the cusp of moving into Huntington Beach territory for the first time tonight, as they're going to go with the delay again, and he's going to get dragged backwards there by number 91. It's going to make a 2nd and 9 coming up. A gain of 1 on the play. A lot of points here. 7K says that Huntington Beach will remain undefeated when this game is over. 6.8K is saying that Charlotte will take it from them. So interesting to see. Going to be another delay handoff, and there goes Doc again pushing forward, and he should have another first down play. Yes, he will. Doc Boone putting in the work. He's got the Air Jordan retros on, aka the ones. A heavy dose of Doc Boone. Offense percolating here for Charlotte. Going to send Bobby Boucher in motion. They're going to cut him up the field, and he's going to get past the 40, getting the rookie wide receiver into the mix. Going to make it 2nd and 7. You know, it would be crazy if we joined up on Ryan's team. Everybody from the USFA just joins up with Ryan on the ECFL side of things. We're going to see a pass, and he's going to get chopped down there by Gina the Cleaner Buckley. Going to make it a 3rd and 8 situation here. They do have Jake Parkey, so a field goal from this distance would be ridiculous. And then we just run both leagues. I mean, if y'all are down, I am down. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Going to be passing it again, looking to throw it to Vic, and T. Knight was ready for him. He forced that one, trying to get that one to Vic Dotson. That's not going to work out. That's going to be 4th and 8 coming up. We could see a punt here. We could see a long field goal. Depends on how Charlotte wants to swing this. And it looks like Charlotte's going to try to play the field position game. Taking a good long time to get that one away, but it is going to the left, and that is going into the end zone. So you could call the first drive somewhat decent there for Charlotte, but could not quite get it moving here. But Huntington Beach is coming onto the field for the first time. The keys to Charlotte doing well on defense is getting to Tyler Deathridge, disrupting the wide receiver cores, stopping the run game. And if they could do those things, along with potentially getting turnovers, we have ourselves an interesting game, as we're going to see a run by Caleb Howard, and he's only going to pick up 2. John Smith setting the tone early for his team. Is going to make it 2nd and 8. Definitely an interesting game for sure. Let me know how the game is looking, how I'm sounding, all the good stuff. So far, so good up to this point. No drop frames or anything like that. Quick pitch is going to be caught, tackled immediately. He's going to set up a 3rd down, as the first tight end catch of the game will be to Eric Duncan for a gain of 5. John Smith calling for a quick 3 and out. They are going to hand it off, and it looks like their power spell back, Mr. Carlson, Tim Carlson, picking up the first. Not a big gain, but it's a successful game, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. But that's encouraging to see. Even for Charlotte, it wasn't a huge gain. But they got to keep it up. They got to keep them to those small gains if that's what they're trying to do. As they're going to send Jeff Brown in motion, drafted in season 7. We're going to see a handoff and tackled immediately. Caleb Howard didn't have any room to do anything, and he's only going to pick up 1. Yeah, the money is 50-50 right now, most definitely. There's going to be a lot of coin in the bank. I put in 1,947 on Charlotte. And it's probably one of my bigger bets this game. Is going to try to reach out as Earl Flint, and he's a little shy of the mark, 3rd in inches. I wanted to make it even. I mean, it was like in the beginning, it was like 5,000 to Huntington Beach. But that works in Huntington Beach's favor if y'all lose. So I mean, if they lose, it's going to be a handoff. Getting the first down again is Caleb Howard, the other halfback, getting into the mix. So 2 first downs, two different halfbacks making it happen. I'm pretty sure that's my biggest bet since we've been doing them as well. But it's all good. My boy Damien up in here. I always got shout out my boy Damien. What's good, big homie? As we see a pass again, and he just gets stuck right at the end of that play by who I believe is Parker Howe. There you go. Got my numbers confused for a second. Swoosh House, what's happening? How you living? He got himself a W this week. Same old thing, you know. Running the last game of the week. Everything is everything. You know how we do. They're going to send 3, and they left the tight end open. But once again, another 3rd and short situation here for Huntington Beach. Tyler Deathridge perfect so far in the game on 4 passes. 3 of them went to his tight end. So in regards to the tight end battle, Eric Duncan doing what he's supposed to do. 3rd and shorts are endless. Ryan Davis saying, get over the damn line, but they're going to pass for it this time around. Protection's breaking down, and I think it's going to be detrimental. John Desau Smith making the play, and Charlotte's going to get the ball right back. No points here. Both offenses showing the ability to get a first down or 2, but not able to get the type of movement all the way down. As Charlotte's going to pick it up at the 20. 2 touchbacks as well. Great job by the defensive line making it happen. Collapse in the pocket. Great job by Shabazz Holmes-Harris, who's also doing a very good job in replacement of Shane Knox, having his best season. But the big homies in Charlotte said they want to get something cooking. Going to hand this one off, and there goes Doc Boone, who's going to rush past the 25 to the 27. And Doc Boone looking pretty nice right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. Looking like that halfback of the year candidate we've seen all year long. The one that won the title last season. And he's trying to do it again. But still plenty of times here. Plenty of time here to see if they could try to get back into it. Looking for a man left side and caught, and there goes MJW. Past the 35 to the 38. Is going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Adam Leach with the tackle. He says that he has Hank Falco's number. Don't throw it to number 2. As we're going to see a pass here, looking for a man. Going to throw that one away as he gets dismantled. Hank Falco got ran over on that play. Going to make a 2nd and 10. A look at Preston Dotson there. I'd say he's leading the setup for safety of the year. Has a pick 6, 3 INTs, a sack, and leading all safeties and tackles. That's definitely helping the case for sure. Looking for a man left side and caught, and there goes Doc again, who's pushing through Adam Leach to get past midfield, and we have ourselves a strong first quarter. We're going to move to the second real quick. Let's go ahead and throw your 2s up. We got ourselves a good one. I'm trying to tell you. Let's go ahead and do it. Charlotte's on the move. and they're trying to get something cooking. The game is looking crisp as well. I did some adjustments before we started, so I think it's working out just fine. As we're going to see Doc again pushing forward, and he's not going to get a big gain this time around, but he'll pick up 2 on the play, 6 for 30. Can't be mad at that at a 5-yard average. Yeah, 2 drives. I mean, but we've seen some successful offense and defense as well. And I had a feeling it was going to be a defensive struggle too. Almost got him offsides, and that's a B. Going to be passing it again. Going to look for a man. Going to throw this one away. And he had Vic wide open. If he was able to just look up for 1 more second, that would have been a fairly easy touchdown. But honestly, got to give credit to the Huntington Beach defense putting the pressure on him. Vic is not on the field for this play, but he's going to look to try to get someone open. Taking off to run, throws it to the left side, over the head of who I believe is MJ Witten. And once again, the defense is slowed down the opposing offense. We'll see yet another punt. Jim Bobble's also open. Yeah, the pressure is getting the Falco a little bit here. Gonna see Jake Park. He's gonna try to help his team out. It is going to the left, and I'd call that a successful punt. That's right at the 10-yard line. That's going to make it 1st and 10 again. We'll see Huntington Beach hit the field. Who's gonna make the first mistake? Huntington Beach will have to go a full 90 yards to get into the end zone. Maybe around 65 to 70 to get in field goal range for Carolina Andrianic. We're going to see a pass here, looking left side and caught, turn it up, reaching for the first is Duncan, and he's going to pick it up. He's going to pick up 11. Great job there from Eric Duncan. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here. They left the short routes wide open. The battle of the 5-yard passes. You never know. Faking the handoff. This looks like a setup to go deep, but it's going to be a pass to Ryan the Diamond Davis, and he'll get his first crack of offense today. Going to pick up 13, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Great job getting in the position where you can fit it right to the wide receiver. Kenny Bombard there to meet him along with John Smith to bring him down. It's going to be a handoff here, looking for a hole. Sheds off 1 man is Howard, and he's going to make it about 9. His best carry of the game. 2nd and inches coming up here. Charlotte had the right away to get up in there. Mr. Psycho Sid, what's going on? Carlton Banks, what's happening? Handoff, pushing forward, gets the first, rumbles forward past the 45. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 again. Caleb Howard starting to turn up a little bit. We'll see if that continues, but solid blocking there. The middle of the field is wide open, and they're going to test it with the run, and it's going to be a big one. There goes Howard pushing forward past the 45 to the 43. And HBV is rocking and rolling here with the run game, hitting them with the Spider-Man special. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 again. Not quite in field goal range, but getting closer and closer. They're going to send big homie Jeff Brown in motion again and hand it off for a 2nd straight, actually a 3rd straight time. Going to pick up a few yards there. They're going to say 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Huntington Beach working with the 2-back system. It's been working out to their favor. The short yard distances handled by Mr. Carlson. Caleb Howard doing his thing as well. Going to fake the handoff here, looking left side, and going to be caught by Davis, and he'll set up a 3rd down and 3 situation. It's 2 catches, 18 yards. Therefore, number 1. Number 1 on the football field, number 1 in your heart, and number 1 in the hearts of Huntington Beach fans everywhere. Charlotte electing not to put a man on Earl Flint in the slot until later, trying to find him, and he tried to get it with the high point catch, but Earl Flint could not hang on through contact, couldn't ask for better coverage on that play, and that's going to stop him again. Is this Charlotte defense? They hit him with that slot wheel route there. Didn't quite work out, but Huntington Beach, they're going to try the long field goal here from the left hash. Try to put the first points on the board, and that is going to be to the left, barely, and we will remain scoreless. Charlotte's going to try to take advantage of this, and they'll start from the 43-yard line. That is a huge miss here in this ball game, especially with how the offenses have been moving. They haven't really been able to take it all the way to the red zone. No touches in the red zone quite yet. Carolina's going to miss a long one from 50 plus. And they're going to start with the handoff. There goes Doc Boone. There is a flag, and I'm pretty sure it's on Charlotte. Yes, it is on the center. That's going to aid in Huntington Beach. So you got to give a little to take a little. They're going to call a 1st and 18 after that play. They missed the field goal, but now their defense is set up in a long 1st down situation. So maybe that's that give and take I was referring to. 33 rushing yards by both teams. Going to look right side and going to throw an interception. There goes X-Pac. We've seen this story too many times, and he's going to take it out of bounds. Right at where they left off. X-Pac is going to get it right back. They tried to fit it over to the right side. Perfectly placed. They're going to fake the handoff. Looking for a man left side. It's going to be caught, and he's going to get thrown backwards by Tyler Spatkins. Take him to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming. Back in the Season 8 United Bowl, X-Pac took a touchdown for an interception. Interception for a touchdown. Look at me tripping. A touchdown for an interception. That's crazy. Ignore me. Just follow the game, okay? Gonna be a motion man. Gonna hand this one off again, and he's gonna get inside the 30 is Tim Carlson. And now Huntington Beach will have to work on a 3rd and 4 situation. Flint been too quiet lately, due for a touchdown. Charlotte's intent of keeping him and the rest of his team out of the end zone. Yeah, he did in the last season, regular season. I don't know if it was for a touchdown, but it was definitely for a big sack. And John Smith is going to help his team out again. Hired where? Charlotte's going to back him up, and now it's to the 38. And now that sets up a punt in the Charlotte defense, looking out for Falco there. That's the give and take that you need to show. As we're going to see this one go to the left side, and I don't think that's going out of bounds. Yeah, that's going into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll start this one back out at the 20-yard line. Royals need to get something cooking. I think it's around time to start getting number 87 cooking in this ball game. See if you could get some open shots. They tried the run game. They tried the outside game. I think it's time to start working on the inside routes here. And he's going to try to listen to me. And Preston Dotson was about to say, stop playing with me. Don't forget, I'm in the middle too. And I'm here on this team. The 2nd and 10 coming up. That was almost 2 straight interceptions. Almost got him off sides. Probably should have been. Looking for a fake of the handoff, middle of the field, and caught. And that was MJ Witten again. 3rd and inches coming. 4 minutes left in the second. A very quick ball game up to this point. A very fun defensive battle. Over 20, I believe, up in here. What's going? Well, we was over 20 at one point, so I'll go ahead and hit the clues bomb one more again. Shout out to y'all in the chat. doing y'all thing. Doc Boone is going to be a delayed handoff, and they're going to pass out of it. Stepping up, trying to take off to run. Going to run out of room and throw this one away. And that is not going to help him out for sure. Me personally, I would have ran the football. It's going to make it 4th and inches. Good job to avoid the sack at the very least, but Hank Falco looking very rattled right now. I would have definitely ran the football here, but luckily for Charlotte, they have a big boot punter who sends it to the 15, and that is a great job flipping the field position. So at the very least, Charlotte will have another chance to get the ball back, but Huntington Beach is trying to change the score in a good way. They're able to get a turnover, not able to do anything with it. Their offense needs to get cooking as well. Both defenses are coming to play. 3 minutes left in the second. Nothing happening. Jeff Brown in motion. Handoff. Pushing forward is big homie Howard, who's going to fall forward using those strong little legs of his. I believe he's 5'10", 5'9", something like that. But he's been hitting them squats. He's been hitting them deadlifts. He says that there's a lot of muscle there. Second and 6, kind of quick pitch it and caught, turn it up. Runs over number 16, Giovanni Clementine. That is a body. I gotta see that replay. Jesus. He did not have to do that. But that's a 2-minute warning here. Huntington Beach with the football at the 33. No movement in regards to the scoreboard through 1 quarter and almost 2 quarters. I'd say one quarter and some change. 1.75 quarters, I guess you can call it. Passing it right side and caught. Gonna lean forward once again is Duncan, who has 6 catches so far in the first half, 35 yards to show for it. Rocking with the no huddle bunch at the bottom of your screen, looking for a man, Millfield, and caught. There goes Earl Flint, getting past the 45. 90 seconds left on the clock. He says he's going to take that and run with it. 1st and 10 coming. 2 catches, 16 yards there from number 6. He, just like you said before, he's had a bit of a, I wouldn't say a slump, but he's been heavily guarded recently. He's popped off with that 1-3 touchdown game, and they're trying to figure out the mix as they're going to try to launch this one deep, and that was almost another sack by John Smith, but his blocker was looking out for him. I don't know if y'all seen that play. That was pretty ridiculous. Great job there from the blocking to at least give him a chance to throw it away. And I gotta click something off. There you go. J Knight or T Knight saying that they need some points before the end of the first half. Offense, a short drop back, quick pitch and caught. There goes the big homer Duncan again, getting inside Charlotte territory, and it's going to make it 3rd and 3 coming up. Going to fake the handoff again. Going to look for a man, Millfield wide open. Davis, who's going to juke up and get inside the 35. That's definitely going to help him out for sure, and they're going to call it their first time out here. Once again, almost getting to the quarterback, but great enough blocking just to give him enough time to get something cooking. This is the league going up in the chat. Everybody boo him. Give him that boo real quick. Boo. What's going on, Caboose? Going to be a short drop back again, looking for a man taking off to run. Going to try to utilize his legs, and he is going to take off, pick up the first, pass the 20, and he's going to get inside the 15, and he's going to get out of bounds as well. So smart play there from Mr. Agent T15. There's the first crack of the red zone here from Huntington Beach. Now what can they do with 2 timeouts here? They can run it. They can pass it here. Short drop back again. He loves those short drop backs, and he almost throws the touchdown there to Earl Flint, but missed them. Zachariah Branch had himself a solid game this week. What's going on, big homie? Getting the giveaway, exclamation point, USFA. Going to pass it again, looking for a man, taking off to run, avoids the sack. Going to get chased down, going to hold on to the football, and Huntington Beach will call the timeout here. As we got 20 people in the giveaway. What's up, big homies?
This is a certified hood classic.
Charlotte looking to hold them to at least an attempt at 3 points, where they could get a turnover, and they could hold them to nothing. No run plays here. This is definitely a passing situation. 18 seconds left on the clock. Gonna pass it here. Taking off to run and just throws this one away. No one home, and the Charlotte defense stands tall. We'll see Carolina up for take number 2 to get some points. Both quarterbacks very flustered right now. I don't know if it's just nerves or the defenses are just making it happen. Sending this one up. Kick is all day, and Huntington Beach will crack the scoreboard first. An interesting set here. Huntington Beach, they kicked it off first, if you all didn't remember. So Huntington Beach will have a chance to flip it 2 times, if you will. Charlotte's going to need their defense to step up again, at least to try to hold them to a 3, a turnover, a 3 and out, anything coming into the 3rd quarter. They're saying both quarterbacks are system quarterbacks. They said Julian go ahead and return this kick for a tutty right here. And Mike Jack up here says, I smell a 7-6 scoreboard when this game is over. Gonna be returnable here. And there goes the big home in Montezuma, turning up, and Preston Dotson was like, nah, you ain't returning nothing for a touchdown, not tonight. Going around the corner just to make it happen. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming. There was a 3-2. I forgot, was there one? I don't remember. Oh, you probably something you promised. Okay, I thought it was something that happened. But it looks like Charlotte is going to line up for the setup here. Going Hail Mary, stepping back a little bit, launching this right side. Going to be almost caught there by Vic, but he couldn't hang on off of the tip. Looks like he was trying to catch it and run with it. That would have been his first of the game, but not to be. Going to make a 2nd and 10 coming. That would have been ridiculous if you caught that and turned that up. I'll eat you with Jay Knight. Pause. They're going to try to launch it again. Everyone's going to the middle of the field. Quick pitch and going to go up off the tip, and MJ Witten couldn't hang on. And that's exactly what they were looking for, and they couldn't get it. Oh, no. That's tough right there, but Huntington Beach comes into the 3rd quarter trying to do something crazy. There goes Earl Flint returning the pass to 25. That was crazy. If he turned around, that would have been caught. I think that bounced off of his face mask a little bit. I think that's what happened. But Huntington Beach is back onto the field here. Going to send Jeff Brown in motion. Might be moving towards that ground game again, trying to juke up, and John Smith was there to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. So that's actually going to be a loss of 1. So the big home of John Smith helping out as best as he can. Pass it again. Protection's breaking down. John Smith rushing, almost got to him. Still gets it off to the big home in number 83. That's going to be Cassius Castle, a name we haven't seen too many times. But John Smith got chopped down by Caleb Howard to avoid the sack. And Cassius Castle right in the middle of the field. He stayed in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit. Chop block is if a defender is engaged and someone goes low. But they're going to toss this one deep, and that is a blow by. There goes Ryan the Diamond Davis taking the top off. And that's exactly what Charlotte did not need. They're back in the red zone looking to score again. And I don't know what that coverage was, but Kenny Bombard going up against Ryan Davis, you're asking for trouble. Passing it again, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, gonna go end zone. And luckily enough for him, Keegan Terry ran out of room. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 coming. Short drop back again, and going to be almost picked off. There goes JC Judon, the former New Jersey Battalion, making the play. Couldn't quite keep his hands on it, but once again, a good setup here for Charlotte. They could hold him to another field goal attempt if they do not allow him to get past the 1 yard line. Gonna pass it again, looking left side, wide open. Davidson almost picked off. He couldn't hang on. And we seen a similar play against Anchorage, I believe, where he rolled over the defensive player but could not hang on. And that is going to be considered a drop. Great defense again here from Charlotte comes in play. Kick is up, kick is good. It's going to make it 6-0. And they said, well, the game counts that as a drop. I wouldn't count it as a drop, me personally, but that's what the sim says. So 7-6 final. Julian's just hoping and praying. We did the same thing to Anchorage, yes, and that was a potential game-winning touchdown as well. Touchdown to Popcorn for the winner is what Montezuma Popoko. Popcorn, Mr. Popcorn, trying to do his thing. He trying to give his offense a big swing. He trying to make Huntington Beach take the L. And a W for Charlotte will be swell. I don't know. That's all I had. I thought I did pretty decent. I'll give myself a 7 out of 10. 7.5. It's all good. It's going to be a kickoff coming. And it's going to be Popcorn taking that past the 20. Tackled by Annalisa Melculo and number 10, Eric Duncan. And Charles needs to get their offense rolling again. See, my boy Mike Jack said he got me said bars right there. I appreciate you, big dog. You ain't had to say that, but that helps the confidence in me to do right by y'all. You know what I'm saying? As Charles going to set up in the shotgun a heavy set here. They could try to repopulate the run game, and that's exactly what they'll do. A big carry, pushing close to the 30 is Doc Boone, and that could help him out a little bit. Yeah, Stack says I'm definitely not a rapper, most definitely. I'm a diva archetype. I can't break character. Yeah. Yeah, if you get the diva archetype and you're active, you have to talk smack. That's just part of the process. And if you don't, then you lose 5 attribute points on each attribute. And they send in a blitz, gonna look middle of the field, and he had his man open. But once again, T Knight making it happen. 3rd and 3 coming up. The pressure once again getting to him. They're going with the I formation here. And they're going to try the handoff, pushing forward. And I think he's a little short. They said he is. Knee hit the ground before the ball crossed. And those are the plays that you'd hope your number one can make. but the Huntington Beach defense slows them down, and we're gonna have to see yet another punt. Honestly, I think that was the right play. I think the blocking was just a little bit off, as we're gonna see the return here, as Ryan Davis gonna run through a few defenders to get past the 30. Yeah, the ball was over the line for sure, but I think the knee hit right before it crossed. That's just like I said. I did see him going towards the ground as the ball was getting ready to cross, but I think it was just like maybe 1 or 2 inches shy. Unfortunate there. But Huntington Beach is back onto the field. No touchdowns by either team. They're going to go ahead and try the handoff, pushing forward. It gets tripped up. Is Caleb Howard going to get maybe 1? Make it 2. No, Stacks Madden hold us, let me be angry. Okay, I mean, you could be angry. I'm not saying, I'm just doing some deductive reasoning here. No one said you can't be angry. I love it when the people are angry, but not too angry to the point where they want to destroy the league and stuff like that. Going to be passing it again, looking right side and caught. There goes Earl Flint with the out route, making it happen. 3rd and short situation coming up. No logic here, only rage. Charlotte's going to need to find something here on offense. Maybe they need some defensive help. No one can destroy the league better than you already have, Sag. I mean, honestly, I'm sure we could see a lot more things. We're going to see the reverse play, and it's going to work out to perfection. And that's going to be enough to pick up the first down. I'm sure we could find some different ways to destroy the league. Caboose just never going to let me have it. He's never going to let me have my moments. He's going to keep on reminding me about my blunder. I just wanted to help. But we're going to see emotion, man. Handoff, pushing forward, trying to break to the outside, and Parker Howell. Actually, no, that's not Parker Howell. That's Giovanni Valentine and John Smith, making them lose a yard. Great job there. I just wanted to help. Oh, I thought Parker Howell was 15. I thought that was 16. I probably seen the wrong number. Yeah, that's what it was. It was 15. 5 and a 6 looks the same sometimes on this game to me. I don't know why. Going to be passing it again. Looking left side and going to be caught. Somehow not deflected. A perfect pass. There is no defense for it. Eric Duncan looking pretty nice here tonight. You got to see the replay. Kenny Bombard inches away. See right there. Oof. Just a perfect placement. Gonna fake the handoff here, looking for a man, turns up, gonna turn away and use his legs, gonna try to slide down so he could avoid the hit, and that's gonna make it 2nd and 5. JC Judon there, meeting him there. 2nd and medium here at the 40. A field goal will make it a 2-score ball game. But I'm sure Charlotte is looking to make sure they don't get anything. Passing it again. They're sending a blitz, but they're going to try the deep pass. Going to be deflected. And that's going to be no good there. Adam Lester, the former Pittsburgh Roughneck, making it happen there. No deep plays here. Stopping the ability of Earl Flint. Shotgun set is going to be a pass, looking right side, and they tried the out route to the tight end, and that is a miss. And the Charlotte defense gets the stop. And I hear myself again too many times. My phone's glitching, but it's all good. Charlotte's going to get another stop. Huntington Beach is going to look for the pin. Charlotte defense is doing everything that they need to get the W, but it's going to get a little bit worse for the Charlotte offenses. They're going to start inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6, and that is the longest starting field position of the game. We'll see what Charlotte can do here. Had to leave for a minute. What happened? Not too much. Huntington Beach got a field goal right before the end of the first half, and then they drove down when they got the ball back. They got the field goal again. And Charlotte is still looking for their offense here as we'll see a handoff pushing forward. And there's going to be a flag, but I think it's a face mask. Might be. Oh, never mind. It's going to be Vic Dotson on the hold. More penalties than catches. But it looks like it didn't go anywhere. It's still 2nd and 10. I don't know if that is a glitch. Because honestly, it should be half a distance, right? Or they could have. Oh, they declined it. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that makes more sense. Why would they decline it? I don't know why. Looking for a man here. Going to be incomplete. Trying to fit that one to Hex Waters. Oh, no, that's Jim Bob right there. My bad on that. 3rd and 10 coming up. Well, actually, nah, I still would have accepted it. So technically, Vic doesn't have any penalties. Haha, take that. Eat one. 3rd down coming up. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Gun throws a pick. And Spark again. Inside the 10, down to the 7. And Charlotte's imploding here. Passing it again, looking right side and caught. There goes Eric Duncan. 9 catches, 56 yards here for the tight end. And that is, you honestly couldn't ask for a worse pass in that type of situation. I would have appreciated 2 runs if that was going to be the case. It's going to be 2nd and goal here. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man right side. It's going to be caught, turn it up, and he's going to get pushed at the 3. And the Charlotte defense once again with a chance to hold him to 3 points. Hank Falco with 2 interceptions in 3 quarters. Did you take coaching tips from me? Except that's so explained. Handoff, push it forward, and he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. It's Tim Carlson. Now, Huntington Beach, they could very well go for it here. So it's not off the table. A field goal will secure at least a 2-score ball game, and that's exactly what they're going to try to do here with Carolina. Honestly, the smart play. Kick is up and kick is good, and that will make it 9-0. And the Charlotte defense, honestly, they're doing everything that they're supposed to do. Holding Huntington Beach to 9 points around the end of the 3rd quarter. You honestly can't ask for too much, but the Charlotte offense is now going to have to dig themselves out of this hole, and they got 14.5 minutes to do so. That's enough time to score 10 or more points, or at the very least 9. But I'd have to assume that they're going for the lead. I think Preston Dotson is winning the twin battle. Vic has not been able to do too much of anything, as we're going to see a kneel down, and it's going to make it 1st and 10. Both Vic and Preston coming into this week fresh off of 2 extensions. Executive member, he's like, this is where things turn it around. And we're going to see our first flag. Actually, not first flag, but it's going to be a flag. That's going to make it 1st and 15. The Charlotte offense needs to pick this one up. Not exactly sure who that was on, but worst comes to worst, you can always blame Vic. That's what I always say. Only 94 yards worth of off to turn this up. Going to pass it again. We're going to look to turn up and run straight into a sack. And there goes Gronk. A loss of 7 on the play. The second sack, actually the first sack of the day there for Huntington Beach. And that's going to make it 2nd and 22. And the offense of Charlotte struggling right now. They're going to try the ground game, see if they could get something. Just gets wrangled down by T Knight. 10 carries, 42 yards, and he's averaging 4 carries, sure, but just hasn't been able to get those big gains like we're used to seeing them. But got to give credit to the Huntington Beach defense making it happen. And it's going to be 3rd and 21. Got to get past the 35-yard line to get the first. Going to look for a pass. Going to launch this one in the middle of the field. And it's a wide open Doc Boone. Preston's in chase, trying to get to him. And he's going to bring him down at the 5-yard line. I think we got something cooking here tonight. Charlotte's going to try to get him moving here. And they left him wide open. Preston Dotson using that speed to wrangle him down. And here comes Charlotte's best chance to make something happen. Well, we see our first touchdown on this drive. Short drop back, looking for a man. Throws it left side, and there it goes. The first catch of the day there for Vic. And it's a big one. We have ourselves a 3-point ball game, folks. Right before the end of the 3rd. And the first touchdown of the day goes to the Charlotte Royals at home. The crowd has been sticking with them. And they make it happen here. That will be touchdown numero 9. There you go. I was thinking of my Spanish numbers. 9. That is also 9 if you do not know your Spanish. Leading all tight ends in touchdowns. He said, pause. The Vic is a pain in the ass, is what Tom the Grim Reaper Riddell saying. But Huntington Beach and Charlotte each had at least one play where they allowed a man wide open. So now we're looking fairly even here. Huntington Beach coming back onto the field. We'll go ahead and do the house cleaning and the giveaway in a little bit. We're over 20 people in regards to it, so that's definitely a fun ride. It's going to be a return here, taking it past the 25-yard line, and that's going to make it to the 26. Huntington Beach with the 2-point lead. First and 10, Tyler Deathridge looking to get something cooking. They're going to elect to start with the passing game and an immediate tackle there by number 16, Giovanni Valentine, the love doctor. It looks like Mr. Knight and Caboose is trying to do something. And we're going to go ahead and flip into the 4th quarter. One more play, and then we'll get into the giveaway and the house cleaning. Huntington Beach going to try to get something cooking on this drive. Huntington Beach avoids the sack, and he stays in bounds is Eric Duncan. And we'll go ahead and transition to that here. Throw your 4s up in the chat. Shout out to the big homies here. We'll go ahead and get into the house cleaning. You know how we do. Make sure you use that code USFA S10 to get 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have with W, the official energy drink of the United Sim Football Association. Also, shout out to the big homies at Paladem. If you need some software help for your business, that'll be the perfect place to go. Sign a contract, get your software and your business on the right foot, and you'll be directly supporting the USFA by utilizing either W or Paladem. So shout out to them. Shout out to our 3 affiliates as well. We have the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball. If you want to get some setup where you want to play some basketball in the Sim League format, that'll be the perfect place to do it. Season 3 is underway. Go Portland. We're going to try to keep it moving. We're going to try to get that championship this season, hopefully. Shout out to Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If someone can remind me what season they're currently in, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you want to play hockey in the Sim League format, be the next Hockey Hall of Famer, that is exactly where you will do it. And then you also have the ECFL, the Elite College Football League. I believe they are in the off season at this point. If someone remind me about that too, I'm pretty sure they're in the off season. Season 87. That's cap. But yeah, shout out to them. Everything is all ready to go on that side, and the majority of people you see in this game and in the rest of the games you've seen this week, they came from the ECFL, a great league, and we're going to have a big draft class coming up, so make sure you watch out for that. And we could go ahead and get into the giveaway. Let's go ahead and see where we at on that. Make sure we get all good to go. Who is going to win the prize for tonight? I'll go ahead and get the spin rolling while everything is loading up. We're going to go ahead and hit that spin button. House should always win. That's definitely true. And it looks like the prize for today will be 15 TPE. So another big jump here in TPE. We have 21 people, so shout out to you guys up here. I'll give you the air horn.
Shit like that.
And only one player can win. And we're gonna go ahead and hit that draw entrant button. And it looks like it will be another Huntington Beach Voyager, and he just came off of a prize. It's going to Mr. T Knight, and he's going to get himself an extra 15 TPE going into this one. So shout out to the big homie there. And that is going to be how it's set up. Hey, L-Take. I didn't choose it. I just clicked the button. MoveBot chose it. Blame MoveBot, not me, okay? But great job once again to T Knight. He's going to get some more TPE, all the good stuff. And we could go ahead and get back into the gameplay if you don't mind if I do. Let me see if I can bring it back up for you guys. There you go. But great job nonetheless. A great turnout here. Do another clues bomb for the gang. We got over 20 up in here, I believe. Let me see where we at. We got a lot, as we're going to see a handoff pushing forward and dragging a man for about 8 or 9 is Caleb Howard, averaging almost 4 carry as him. 2nd and 2 coming up. Another one for the good guys. Gonna go with the reverse again. Gonna turn up and gets inside the 45. 1st and 10 coming up. Lakota Sentawakua bringing them down as Caleb Howard cracks 50 yards rushing on the night. It's gonna be 1st and 10 again. John Smith needs to reawaken the run defense here, as we're gonna see another handoff, and there goes a stop. Taking them down for a couple. Down to the 42-yard line. A field goal will make it to a point where Charlotte will have to score another touchdown if they want to play that game. But another touchdown by, well, a touchdown by Charlotte will help aid them in potential victories. Still plenty of time, 9.5 minutes left. Doesn't appear to be a stoppage, as we're going to see him turn around trying to throw it away. Going to avoid the pocket, steps up and finds his man. Oh my goodness, Agent T15. He's going to find the diamond, and that was just ridiculous. Now that is navigating the pocket. Keegan Terry having himself a rough day, trying to hold down the big homie, but avoids the sack. And I'll have to agree with Jay Knight on that one. Elite pocket presence, as we'll see the handoff. Handoff. There it goes. Carlson reaching, and he's going to be a little shy of the first, but great effort there as they push inside the red zone. System quarterback still, though. Tim Carlson, strong legs as well. And now they're back in the mode where they could potentially score a touchdown, but Charlotte, they've been playing some spectacular red zone defense all game long. Gonna pass it here. Gonna throw it short. Gonna make the catch. Gonna get thrown away, and that's gonna be a loss of some yards there. A tackle for loss by, I didn't see the number. Who's that player? It's actually gonna be Chris Cook, the former Mafia, making a good tackle on the halfback, and now it's 3rd and 1. Pistol formation, gonna pass out of it, looking for a man. Protection is decent, and the catch is made by Davis. In traffic, do not care. 5-yard line is where they stand. HBV's keeping it moving. And they're just finding every which way to get Davis involved in his ball game. Keegan Terry having some issues slowing down the strong wide receiver. Going to pass it again. They're going to look left side. Going to be caught and taken down at the 3 is Eric Duncan. And that should be catch number 10 on the game. 2nd and goal coming up here. Actually, yeah, it's 12. Never mind. I'm tripping. Maybe I'm the one that's lagging. 2nd and goal coming. He said Flint was wide open. I did not see. High formation here. Charlotte spreading out the D-line. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they kind of have to because of the setup with the receivers. They're going to throw it short, and that's going to be a touchdown there for Huntington Beach. And they'll extend this lead. A great game overall from Eric Duncan. They reward the big work in the middle, and that's going to make it 7-15. Extra point here. An extra point will make it a 9-point ball game. And that should be all good to go. Normally when that happens, it's all good. And it is. So it's back to a 2-score ball game. Charlotte's going to have to score quickly. Yeah, if only he was in the league and watching, is what Ryan Davis said. Still time for Charlotte to make it happen. They'll just need a quick score. But you can see some of those miscues from earlier this game coming to life. They're currently down 2 scores, and we did see 2 INTs. So the score, in retrospect, could have been 7-13 potentially because of that interception that got him close and everything like that. It's kind of working out on the craziness, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte could work their way for a field goal if they was to get a quick movement down the field, get a stop, clutch it up in the end. So the game is nowhere near over. They just need to make sure that they do what they need to do, as we're going to see Montezuma rumble forward to around the 30. Great second effort. I think if he was able to bounce that out slightly to the right, I think he could have had a lot more yards there, but it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 30. Charlotte's still in position within this ball game. The defense overall has been playing stellar, but the offense is going to need to clutch up here. Going to look for a man. Going to throw this short and caught. Tackled down by steel pads. Going to pick up about 7. I'd say the run game will kind of be a moot point. We'll probably see a lot more passes from here on out. But they're going to try it here. Turn it up is Boucher. And he's going to pick up the first. His second carry is a solid one. 1st and 10 coming up. Yeah, they're going to pick up the speed here for sure. Passing it again, looking for a man, taking off to run, finds his man, 1st down play. There goes Boucher, getting it done in the receiving end this time around. Getting to the 45-yard line. Another 1st down here for Charlotte. Ryan is like, you can give him that all day. But at the current moment, the offense is moving. Yeah, Preston's like, this is my house. Yep, most definitely. Going to be passing it again. They send the blitz, and Vic is going to hold on, getting him inside the 35. His first catch that isn't a touchdown. It's going to be a big one there. and that inches them close to the field goal range. In my opinion, Charlotte needs to score before the 2-minute warning, no matter what it is. That's just my thought process. Give himself enough time to, you know, get a stop, get the ball back, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? As we're going to see Mr. Popcorn move in motion, going to fake the handoff, looking for a man. For pocket's amazing. Going to launch this left side. Going to be deflected. Tried the end zone there for MJ Witten, but great defense. I thought he was going to cut up and try to catch that one, but great defense overall. Second and 10 here. Trying to catch him off sides, and not to be. They stay strong, looking for a man right side, and misses his mark to Boucher. And honestly, he missed Vic wide open. Third and 10 now. Still field goal range here for Parkey. It'll be a 50-yard field goal from this spot, but a field goal will still help them out. Going to pass it here, looking for a man, taking off to run. It's Falco on the run, and it's going to be punched out of the hands of Montezuma Popoko. So that's going to slow that one down, and now they'll have to rely on Jake Parkey to make it a one-score ball game. Biggest kick of the game here for Charlotte. Left hash, going to be about a 50-yard field goal. Kick is going to be up. And I see green there for Charlotte. Knock it through. We have ourselves a 6-point ball game. And now they need their defense potentially one more time to make this happen. Three and a half minutes left in the ball game. A touchdown and an extra point is what Charlotte requires, along with the stop on defense, preferably a quick stop on defense. Huntington Beach, they're intended to run the clock out and take this into the next week with the victory. If this is what we have to expect in the potential United Bowl three-peat rematch, we'll have ourselves some fun to close out the season, but nothing is secured. As you already know, you never know what happens. Charlotte and needing the defense to win us the game. What else is new? That has been kind of the story here as we see Earl Flint take a pass to 25 to the 27. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. Charlotte has been in a few of these games where just needed one or two more plays earlier in the game that didn't go their way. Ended up finding a way to get themselves back into the mix to win the game at the last second or within the last quarter. And this isn't a new setup, as we're going to see a handoff. Getting tripped up is Tim Carlson, and he's going to pick up maybe 5. Second and medium here. Great blocking on the outside. That's going to make it 2nd and medium here. Yeah, Toronto was one of them. One in Toronto still pisses him off is Tom Riddell. Most definitely, that was a fun game. Pistol formation again. 4 linemen on the defensive set here for Charlotte, and they're going to fake the handoff. John Smith is going to try to take him down and shoves him about 3 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down. Charlotte's going to call the timeout here. And there goes the hat trick. They need every bit of it as Charlotte. Now it's 3rd and a country mile. And it's definitely going to be a passing situation here. So if Charlotte was to make this pass incomplete for whatever reason, they could find themselves in a real good spot. Maybe even a sack if that's possible. Going to send Shabazz Holmes-Harris, but it's going to be caught turning up a juke move, and the defense makes the play, and they'll call their 2nd timeout here. The defense of Charlotte keeping them in the game all game long, and now they just need one great drive to punch it into the end zone. There's a look at John Smith just shoving Tyler Detheridge like 2 or 3 yards to make that stop. Ow. I just ripped my headphones out of my head. out my ears, I should say, as we're going to see Popoko take this one past the 20. He's going to get stuck. He's like, you ain't going to hit my quarterback like that. Now you got to feel my wrath. But it's going to be 1st and 10. Charlotte needs to drive from the 23-yard line into the end zone to win the game. It's 4 down territory, no matter how you slice it. And it all comes down to this drive here. Hank Falco, I believe a 2-time MVP. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 2, but it could be wrong. Could be 1. As we're going to see Boucher turn it up, getting past the 25. So he's going to pick up another 3. Trying to see if they could get the run game going. They could still maneuver around it a little bit. 74 yards away to greatness and a potential victory here for Charlotte. They have 2 minutes and 1 timeout. Got the bunch at the top of your screen. Hank Falco looking to pass it, going to throw it straight to Vic, who's going to get hit immediately. Not able to do anything with the Annalisa Melculo, pushing him back like 3 yards. His 3rd catch of the game. It's 3rd and 5 now. A minute 38. Kind of need to go up the field here. Going to pass it again. Looking for a man right side and caught. And there goes Vic catching it. Pushing to the 43-yard line. Make it to 44. Charlotte's in business here, folks. A big catch there from Vic. They're going to move him close to midfield. 1 minute, 16 seconds left in the 4th. They got to keep it moving. The offense has to go up the field. Going to pass it again. Looking for a man, throws it back to Vic, and he's going to try to get the first himself, running over a man. Is actually, I should say, running over a woman, taking another 1st down inside Charlotte territory. 58 seconds left. I thought he was about to try to rip it from him. Biggest contract in USFA history. Make it worth it is what the owner says. Looking for a man again. Throw it to the middle of the field, and that was almost picked off. And Gina the Queen of Buckley could not hang on. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. 43 seconds, the clock stops. Going to pass it, and it's going to be a handoff. I am not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that play right there. 3rd and 11, 35 seconds. And they're going to let the clock rumble a little bit. Not sure about that one. 25 seconds, no huddle here. Jumbo set coming. They're going to send the man in motion as well on top of it. And they're going to try to hand off for a big play, not to be. Maybe they're setting up for a Hail Mary. I do not know why. That is not good there. They could still technically get the 1st, but they got to go out of bounds with it. I am not 100% sure on that one, folks. This is not good. But they do have the Hail Mary set here. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to look for the deep pass. And they're going to launch this left side and going to be picked off. And there goes Adam Leach taking it to the left side. And that is going to be GG's in this one. And Adam Leach is going to do it again. 3 INTs on the game. And that is how week 11 is going to close out. That is a tough break there for Charlotte. You hate to see that in the last portion of the game. But you're not going to win too many games with the turnovers. That's a tough break there for sure. They had the opportunities throughout the game, but definitely a bad set of plays to end it. But that is how we're going to wrap it up. Huntington Beach, they escape the claws of defeat. And they're going to win this one 16-10. As Charlotte tried to make their comeback available, but they couldn't quite get the last bit of distance to the end zone to make it happen. 311 to 249 there for the total offense. Looking to see what happens here. 30 minutes worth of offense there by Huntington Beach, and only giving up 16 points. You got to give credit to Charlotte on that one, not giving up too many plays on the whole ball game. But Tyler Deathridge, 27 for 36, 230 yards, 1 TD, 75% completion percentage. Great job there. Falco had better games from him, most definitely. 14 for 31, 197 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. And he did have the longest catch of the day there for 80 yards there to Doc Boone. But outside of that, rough game there for him for sure. It kind of showed out on the setup here. But Caleb Howard there, 14 for 59. Doc Boone, 12 for 48. Tim Carlson, 6 for 22. Tyler Deathridge, 4 for 28. Bobby Boucher, 3 for 11. No fumbles on the game, and the longest carry goes to Tyler Deathridge on that scramble there for 20 yards. Receiving wise, we'll start with Charlotte in this one. Vic Dotson did end up leading the team in catches with 5 for 46 and a TD. MJ Witten, 4 for 35. Doc Boone, 3 for 96. Bobby Boucher, 2 for 20. Montezuma and Jim Bob come out catchless in this one. Vic Dotson, Popoko, and Jim Bob each have a drop. And you see right there the longest catch there to Doc Boone for 80 yards. On the other side, Eric Duncan, 13 catches, 72 yards, and a TD. A great game there from him. Ryan Davis, 7 for 110. Caleb Howard, 3 for 10. 3 for 23 there for Earl the Pearl Flint. Cassius Castle with the big catch earlier in the game for 15 yards to keep the drive alive. Earl Flint with 2 drops on the game. Ryan with 1. And the longest catch goes to Davis there for that 47-yarder. That wasn't quite a touchdown, but a great pass and catch nonetheless. Looking at defense, Steel Pads doing her thing with 9 total tackles. T. Knight with the new drip. He says he's going to get 6. Preston Dotson, he's going to get yet another victory against his twin brother, picking up 6 tackles on the day. Josh Schloyer with 5. Annalisa Melculo there with 5, along with Adam Leach. X-Pac with 4. Bronky Kong with 3. Gina DeClina Buckley gets 3. Zayna Bain with 2. Bryce Walker with 1. Wiley E. Coyote there with 1. Jeff Brown with 1. Eric Duncan gets 1. Ozzie Sash, I believe, has a pass deflection. But looking at the tackles for us, Zayna Bain and Gina Buckley got some ladies doing their thing. I see y'all doing y'all thing right there. Bronky Kong with the only sack on Falco today. Great job from him. And that should move him up in the top 10 as well. X-Pac getting 2 INTs and 2 big INTs on the game, 30 yards total on the returns. Adam Leach there, 1 for 31 on the actual interception that he had to end the game. Great job from him. And I believe he's leading the league in interceptions with that one as well. So a great job there from him. X-Pac with 3 pass deflections. Preston Dotson gets 2. Gina DeClina Buckley, T. Knight, Steel Pads, Adam Leach, and Ozzie Sash each getting a pass deflection. So just off of that alone, that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you have the 3 interceptions. So that's 13 different passes that's disrupted there by Huntington Beach. That's just ridiculous. And then you're not even counting the missed passes there from Falco. Just an overall iffy game there from him. So fumbles, there were no fumbles or anything like that there for Huntington Beach. On the other side, the leading tackler will be Kenny Bombard with 11. Looks like John Smith with 10. Giovanni Valentine gets 9. Jamal Adams Jr. with 7. Judon and Terry each get 6 apiece. Shabazz Holmes Harrison, Lakota Sentawakua gets 5. Adam Lester and Tyler Spatkins gets 3. Chris Cook gets 3. Parker Howell gets 2. Bryce Zerns gets 2. Montezuma and Gabriella Smith, Gabby Ice, they're going to get 1 tackle today. Tackles for loss, John Smith gets 2 of them. Parker Howell and Chris Cook each get 1. Only 3 sacks here for Charlotte, and they're all by one man, the Saw, making it happen with the hat trick, doing his thing. No INTs there for Charlotte. Adam Lester, JC Judon, and Keegan Terry each getting at least 1 pass deflection. Lester getting 2, and honestly, one of them should have been INT, but couldn't quite get it. No fumbles or anything like that, and that's all the defensive stats there. Looking at the special teams, Carolina did miss 1 field goal, but she made the rest of her kicks. That's going to be 10 total points there for her. Jake Parkey didn't have that many opportunities for points, but he did cash in 4 points, punting wise. Fairly even all the way around. I'd probably give the W to Carolina, even with the miss. I think just the amount of points that she was able to do, that was enough to give her the W. Earl the Pearl went 3 for 80 on kick returns. Montezuma 4 for 99 on kick returns. So Earl the Pearl Flint gets the W there. Punt return wise, Ryan Davis had 2 attempts for 21 yards. Montezuma only had 1 attempt for 6. Going into the scoring summary, no scoring in the first quarter. The second quarter, there was only a field goal there by Carolina. Going into the second half, that's where things starting to get a little juicy, where Huntington Beach gets 2 straight field goals within 30 yards apiece. And then you also have that Vic Dotson touchdown to make it close. Going into the fourth quarter, Eric Duncan gets the touchdown to spread it back out to 2 scores. Jake Parkey gets the 50-yarder to make it a 1-score game. They get the ball back, but they wasn't able to get the job done on the last drive. So give props to where it's due. Huntington Beach, they continue on with their W's, and I'm going to go ahead and get the points out for everybody as I go ahead and see what's the setup for the next set of games. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of teams still vying for playoff spots, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and work that with you. See if I could bring that up while I populate the points there for the people that won the setup. Hope everyone had a blessed start to their weekends here, as we're going to set up with, looks like St. Louis and Toronto will start us out with the first game that'll be pre-recorded. New Jersey and Charlotte will be the next game going forward. And then on the prime time, we will make New York at Pittsburgh. Definitely a great one there. Let's see. I guess on this one, yeah, we're going to do Huntington Beach at Anchorage to start out Friday. So that'll be pre-recorded. And then we'll have Tacoma at Arizona. Or I could make that one the Sunday game if I really, or the Saturday game if I really want to. Let me see. Yeah, so Tacoma, Arizona is going to be one of the games. And then there's also Tampa Bay at Dallas. So I don't know if I should move that one back or anything like that. We'll work it out. I'll get the schedule out. That way it's optimized for the teams that's still fighting for playoff spots and all the good stuff. So until then, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up, and I will go ahead and get these points out before I forget. Who leaves week 11 undefeated? It will be the Huntington Beach Voyagers. Great job again. And outside of that, we can wrap this one up. Thank you so much for everyone that stopped by. Great week of football. Posting them all up to YouTube pretty soon. And until then, we'll go ahead and talk to you later.